Rose, welcome back for your January 2019 reading. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome, and return subscribers, welcome back. Happy New Year. As for the banner is for the new channel that I've launched, and if you're new and you are a twin flame and you wish to join, come across and join the crew. As well as I do give free readings away during the live sessions. You know, I might answer one or two questions for you, help you through your blocks, etc. The live sessions for the astrology related dynamics will be done again live. That way, if you have any questions as to the predictions I'm having, the foresight, you can then ask during that time. And the bookings for both Yildiz readings and the new channel is exactly the same website. And for the bookings, it is directly below. Now, the energy of what's coming through for you guys. Let's tune into the frequency. You're moving into January feeling as though some aspects of your power isn't quite there. You feel that you're blocked in some shape or form. You may also be questioning within this love domain whether you have any power in it or whether it's on somebody else's side and they have more power in this situation than you. This can be a feeling of where maybe you don't want to invest in a person, or maybe you feel it's blocked in some shape or form. Some of you, they may be with another person. Others of you feel like you're in the hangman position waiting, you know, recouping after 2018 and wondering how to move forward. It is an ending of a cycle, a delayed ending to a cycle. I feel you're aware that it's happening, but it's more you're waiting for that to transform. Even though you're in the hangman position, I feel you are protected and you're prepared should something go at left field. That's what I'm hearing. It's like you're shielding yourself and you're creating a backup plan and you're hoping everything goes according to plan. I do feel there will be an aspect of communication, but it might not necessarily be directly with your love interest. It might be advice from siblings or from direct family members of how to deal with it. They may also be supporting you through a dynamic of not seeing through something and, you know, the beginning stages perhaps of the manifestation of how this is going to go. Some of you actually have a new person and an old person still in the spare around you. If this new person hasn't come in yet, it is close by. Some of you are still trying to maintain your frequency and get back up to where you need to be at a spiritual level. And some of you also might be questioning whether you're on the right path with the current partner. It doesn't have to be that you want to leave them. It's like just feeling a bit off balance moving into 2019. It may be that your schedules aren't quite matching, or you're finally having some time and you're trying to move forward, but it just feels a disconnect only because you're meditating, not just because perhaps, you know, you're not seeing eye to eye. You both are in the same frequency though, regardless of being together or not. You're both recovering. You're both really looking at everything that's happened, and you feel like you've semi-spiritually been through quite a bit together, or in general on your own, but it is an overwhelming frequency. So it may be that you're moving into 2019 feeling very fatigued. Some of you might be stepping away from an aspect of employment slightly for a temporary holiday. You do have love on your mind, but it sort of does feel like it's chiseled in your head, this person. I also feel you know this person very well. And some of you feel there's more to know, but it's hidden. You also might not be feeling like an interconnection with it, but I feel that's because there's other things going on. So even if you are with the partner, it might be that you're not having enough time to actually have that spiritual, intimate connection. that you're busy, that there's other things going on, but I feel you in the head. You're really in the head when it comes to things that you're processing. You're trying to see the bigger picture, and you're trying to keep focusing on the light. Some of you aren't surprised at how some things are turning about. You also might be having to move through this frequency like it's a journey, like it's part of your spiritual process. Some of you also are reminiscing back to the communication in the old days with one particular person. And others of you might feel, if your partner's working away or is away, have they met somebody else? I do feel some of you also are concerned about a friend, not on your side, on their side, and that it feels a bit too close for comfort. But I feel it's more a friendship thing. It's like they're in the hangman position as well. They're really meditating on what's going on in their life. You're a bit concerned about the personal boundaries. That can be with you, within the connection, or the direct person, but it just feels you might be taking your guard down, but at the same time I feel you're assessing and judging a situation based on a consistency and being a masculine or a feminine energy. It's either they're doing the spiritual or the mental work. If they've been a bit down and not as present, I do feel they're aware of this, but they're hoping that you can keep the faith in them spiritually regardless of what's transpired. You know, they're really coming out of the older frequency, especially moving out of 2018. I do feel in some shape or form they're very aware of what's going on. And when I say aware, it's like anything you've said they're really meditating upon. If you've gradually been dealing with this person, I do feel it's quite new for some of you. But I'm feeling you're really overwhelmed by some things that have transpired prior. Some of you, there may have been an energy of another person interfering. And you're concerned that there's an aspect of falseness or something directly hidden, but I feel they're being quite truthful towards you. Some things they might be hiding, but not at a level where it's an ongoing, what would the word be? Ongoing lie. It's more, they're trying to process that energy to open up to you, but it feels more at a personal level, spiritually, not at a, I've got things to hide. They're even looking at people that were faithful towards them, and this is even, you know, within the connection, the faithfulness and the spirituality is still there. But it's yet to undergo a transformation, which it's currently going through now, regardless of the state, be it together or not. It definitely hasn't ended. And again, I do feel moving into the second week that your frequency is going to change, but a cycle, I'm seeing paperwork, and it's like they're trying to tie up an aspect of paperwork. Again, this can be on your side. And really delays in that, I'm hearing contract for some of you. Their contract, your contract, finalising and arriving. But I do feel that there's communication either via email or direct delivery. Yeah, you're really waiting for something to tie up. Some of you may not be with this person at the moment, and you might be getting triggers with past life frequency. But be mindful that the people around you and this person are past life frequencies. Some of us, there were delays March last year, and then there was a secondary pocket, which it was probably about May, June, or July through to September, October, there were makeups and breakups. Anyone that moved through that year with consistency was quite lucky, because keeping those connections during that time was a very healing process. So if there was a separation between the two of you, or energies where you weren't seeing eye to eye, it was very much due to the transits. We do have a partial lunar eclipse of the 6th, and we have a total of the 20th. By that stage, I should have the next video ready. But this manifestation, it's really hindering you. It's like you want something off the ground, but I do feel you're assessing it. I know that you feel there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel, but I also feel some of you are really cautious about, are you going to have the healthy boundaries there? Are you going to be protected? Do you need to pull your guard down? It's like real psychoanalytical energy coming from. It's because people have really harmed you in the past and took away your happiness or robbed you of that frequency. And it then gets you back in that frequency of being up in your head again and having love on your mind. Any advice? Okay, there is going to be a benefit at the end. And a lot of this is at an emotional level. How do I put it? Heart chakra for manifestation is incredibly important. You know, your energy at the moment is in reverse. So bringing it back up and understanding that regardless of the 3D nature of things, you do have power in any aspect of manifestation is really going to help you. When we have the third eye with anything we're passionate about interfering, it attracts good and bad. So what it does is co-creates what we're wanting, which can be the return of a love interest, the balance of it, the finances, anything that's blocking it. By you merely believing in it and turning it around where you are grounded, you have your chakras in balance, and you are believing in what you feel your frequency is entitled to, you attract that frequency. Personal boundaries and manifestation does work from this chakra. So by keeping all of them in balance and you becoming grounded, which is difficult, we're moving into the beginning of the year, you're going to be able to transform that frequency. I do feel there is an energy that's changing. But you need, I'm seeing you focus too much on an aspect of a detail that transpired, and that's really triggering you and blocking you. So try and release that. I'm hearing mental toxin, and it's going to enable you to be able to manifest the best possible outcome. But the mindset as such is something that's ending to open that cycle to the new. And I do feel it's at a full moon. This frequency then changes again. They're asking you to focus on the light, but to create the healthy boundaries and not be paranoid about it. I do feel if you do keep focusing on the light and just doing breathing exercises, I do feel it's literally going to come to you at a very quick ratio. There is a temporary delay, and I do see some of you needing to travel. And I do feel it's in the transfer of seasons as well. Love and light. See you soon.